Hi, Ellie here from the Dark Imp. Today I'm going to show you how to play a game called Black Mariah. It's a sort of extension of the game Hearts, which you may have played. I've set up for a 4-player game. You need one standard pack of cards, and you're going to deal out all the cards in a 4-player game. If you're playing, you can also play with 3 or 5 or 6. If you're going to play with 3, you need to take out, I think it's the 2 of, well, it doesn't really matter. Take out one of the 2s. Not the 2 of spades or hearts, actually. So you take out the 2 of clubs, and then you deal the rest of the cards out. If you're playing with a 5-player game, you take out the 2 of clubs and the 2 of diamonds and deal out the rest of the cards. If you're playing with a 6-player game, you take out all the 2s and you deal out the rest of the cards. We're playing with a 4-player game. I've dealt out all the cards already. And I've sorted out this one hand to show you. So you've got 13 cards in hand, and what you're going to do is this is largely your hand, but at the beginning of each round, before you start playing, this is a trick-taking game. So you're playing tricks and you're taking them, but your aim is not to take any tricks. You're trying to score the lowest that you can. Before you start playing, before you start taking tricks, start playing tricks, you're going to select 3 cards from your hand to pass on to the player on your left, and you're going to receive 3 cards from the player on your right. When all the tricks have been played, and if you don't know what a trick is, I'll show you in a minute. When all the tricks have been played, you're going to look at the contents of those tricks, and any hearts are going to score 1 point. And then there are 3 high spades that is going to score points. So the ace of spades is going to score 7 points. The king, which we've got in this hand, is going to score 10 points. And the queen of spades, which is also known as Black Mariah, will score 13 points. So you're trying to make sure you're not taking any tricks with those cards in, because they will score you points. That's the ideal, that you score 0. So you've got to look and see which cards you want to pass on. So I think it's probably safe to say we might want to pass this card on. This is the one that scores 10 points if you have it in your trick at the end. So we pass that one on. And of course, normally this would be face down. You don't want people to see what you're passing before you've actually passed it. As you can see, the other 3 players, I've already selected the cards that they would pass on, and probably this ace of spades, because this ace of hearts, because the problem with having a high heart is that you'll probably win a trick full of other hearts. So and then that will score, you'll be scoring 4 points for that, and you'll be taking the lead again, and you might have to take more tricks with hearts in. So probably get rid of that one and leave that problem to somebody else. And then, I've got no other scoring cards apart from these 2. And I could get rid of one of these, but I may well get past high hearts. And it might be a nice idea to protect myself against having to take tricks. So having some low hearts is a pretty good thing to play if I need to on a hearts round, if somebody leads hearts. And I think actually in this case, I'm going to get rid of this. Now, it's ideal in Black Mariah to have a suit where you have no cards. Because when you have a suit where you've got no cards, you are going to be, if somebody leads that suit, you're going to be able to throw away one of your scoring cards, either a heart or one of the 3 scoring cards in the spades. So that's what I've selected to pass on. These are going to go to this player to my left. These get passed here. These get passed here, and these get passed to me. Let's see what we've got. We've got a high club, which is annoying because we just got rid of our clubs. Maybe there was a similar situation over there, or maybe they just didn't have any more scoring cards. But we didn't receive any of those really horrible high scoring spades. So that's my hand. Now, then we play a round. To play around, you're going to always start with the player to the left of the dealer. So whoever's to the left of the dealer, they're going to select a card to play, and everybody else then follows suit. So if, let's say, this player to my right was the dealer, I would select a card. I will select this card to play and everybody else will follow suit. Now, what I'm hoping is that everybody else has got a club this early on. If everybody else has a club, these haven't been sorted, look. If everybody else has a club, then everybody else can play a club. And so you have to play a club if you've got one. Probably get rid of a high one there. And this player's got an ace of clubs. Well, now look, you might as well take this trick because there's no points in it at all, and it gets rid of a card which is very high, which could take tricks later on. So there's no problem at all in taking this trick. Take this trick. There's 0 points in this player's pot so far. And then this player chooses another card to lead with. Now, obviously, it's very stupid to play without having sorted your cards, because you need to make sure that you are following suit if you can. Okay, so nearly sorted. What will this player choose to do? Oh dear, I'm in a muddle here. What will this player choose to do? Well, look, they've got the ace here. They don't want to end up with that, but if they play that now, then the king and the queen are going to come out and they're going to take all the high-scoring cards. So they really need to get to a point where they can throw this ace away. So probably what they're going to try and do is clear a suit. So maybe they'll try and do a similar thing with diamonds. So they're going to try and get rid of their diamonds and hope that that goes round without any points. And that's how you play. And at some point, you'll either have to, you might get to throw away a heart, you might get to throw away one of your other scoring cards on a trick. If you cannot follow suit, you can play any card. And that's what you're aiming to do with these scoring cards. If you cannot follow suit, you can play another card. At the end of the round, the tricks will all be dispersed. You have a look in the tricks and you count up the scoring cards, and that's your points. So 13 for the Queen of Spades, 10 for the King of Spades, 7 for the Ace of Spades, and 1 point for each heart. And then you have another round. And when somebody busts out on 100, then you stop the game. And yeah, it's a quick trick-taking game. It's one of my sister's family's favourites. They play it all the time. It's a lovely little trick-taking thing, and I always love the idea of not taking the cards. You know, not trying to win the tricks, but trying not to win the tricks. That always appeals, and it's a lovely mechanism. So that's Black Mariah.